Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we will be dealing with a data set. It's a raw data set related to an e-commerce. You can pick up this data as if there are columns of user ID, product ID, category, price, discount, final price, payment method, and purchase date. To begin with, I must say that in my last class, I have dealt with a part or an introduction session on statistics wherein we have seen types of statistics. It was descriptive, inferential, and today we will be dealing with an analysis which will be related to the descriptive statistics. And we will be digging it into the data set and we'll be seeing what are the analysis we can draw from this raw data set. So let's start. These are the columns which are being given in the raw data set as if user ID, which gives us the details of the users who have been logging into it, and these are the product IDs beside that, and each of the products are related to a different category wherein the prices of the products are being stated, and followed up by it is the discount percent, and then there is a final price attached to each item, and the payment method in which the payment has been done, and the date on which the transaction happened. So from this raw data I am keeping this data set alike as it is, and I am drawing a master sheet right over there as the next sheet. If you can see, this is a duplicate copy of just the previous sheet, and wherein I guess a single column is being attached over here. So by seeing this data set as in descriptive analysis, what we have read, we can find various things as if firstly we can see that the number of user IDs that is present is the general analysis that we can do on getting a raw data. Okay, so at first we can look for the number of user ID, individual or unique user IDs that is available in this data set. Then we can again jump on to the column of product ID where we can also find the unique count of the product IDs present over there. Likewise for the category, for the price section also, we can't use for the price section as a unique count of the price, but literally we can do it for payment method, basically number of payment methods available over there, and followed by it there is a purchase date too, so we can also find the latest transaction date for this particular e-commerce, and also the earliest or the first date on which the transaction took place on this particular raw data. So we can also find out the bandwidth of the transaction details in terms of date. And then I have just tagged it over here a column which is termed as product type, and I have mentioned it as if in this product type as low value product. There are two basically I've divided this product segment into two types which first one is low value product and the next one is high value product. On the basis of what I have categorized this, it has been classified on the basis of the cost associated with the products, and this I will be digging it in details right over now. And so let's start with the descriptive analysis. As I said that the total number of users, how can I find it over here? The total number of users, I can find it from this column as if user ID. So what we have done, as since we must see uh, it over here that we can use count function too, but the fact is that it is a mixture of this particular cell has a mixture of numbers as well as alphabets. So alphanumeric figures has to be dealt with count a function. Okay, so then for that particular purpose I have used count a, as if we can also use the function as count a only. Count a of this particular data set. So I think I have missed the equal to sign. Yes, count a of this particular data set as in a2 to so this can also be used as if count a of the master data sheet which I had, and here the user ID column. And if we look into this, we find as if that the number over here is 3660, which is the count of the user ID. But we don't know right now that if this data has duplicate values. So to be sanguine about the fact that this data do not contain the individual count or the unique count of the user values, we use unique function over here. Unique gives us the distinct value. There will be no duplicates right over here when we are counting using unique function. So likewise, I have also counted the product sold, that is the number of products sold. Products that has been sold is also as in unique. Number of products that has been sold is basically 3660. All the particular row in this master data set represents a product. An individual product is being sold over here. So it constitutes towards 3660 rows, and thereby we have 3660 products too. Here also I have used count a function to get the figure. I have just shown it once right over here, and the same process has been followed so as to get the descriptive analysis. My main motto is to give you an idea how on getting a raw data set you just beginning start to begin to get an idea of what my raw data depicts, what I can get as the bandwidth of the data, what is it telling me on the initial go. So now the next row is the number of category of products sold. What I have told is I will be using the unique again, and there we have used on the master data set again. So a unique count of this category column gives me the number of unique categories that I have, which represents 7. Next is the total revenue earned. This is pretty, I guess, easy. We will be having just the sum function right over here. One might also use sum ifs is a column, but to be very precise, sum here, since I am not giving any conditions, so I haven't used sum ifs formula, where I'll be giving few conditions as if one condition will be given. So there I have to use sum if formula, and if that conditions multiplies, that is if multiple condition we use, then we'll be using sum ifs formula. Anywhere if s is added into the function, it means the multiplicity of the function is happening, or the conditions is being multiplied. Now here the total revenue earned will be having as if sum of the revenue that we have seen in the master data sheet. This final price, basically F column, as we can see it over here, F2 to F3661. Next I have the column as if, which is what is the maximum discount percent that has been given in the raw data. So the maximum data, again, where is the discount column? Here in this E column. So see, this is the thing, we have used max function over here, max function of the, yeah, so max function gives me the maximum of the data or the column which we are referring to, maximum value basically. And the discount, it has also, so the bandwidth, see, maximum discount ranges to 50% of the value, that is the value of the revenue, and as well as the minimum discount is 0%. So there is a range of 0 to 50 which has been given over here. Likewise, if you see on the price part, maximum price of the product sold is 496.82. so maximum price is what? This column, in the F section, F column, I'll be finding it out over here, that the maximum of this particular column value is 496.82. And again, the minimum of the price of the product sold, this also gives me of the range of the products that is being sold through the company, this e-commerce platform. Okay, so range what will be what? If I calculate range over here, range of the price products, it would be what? It would be equals to this minus this. So 490.93 rupees would be the range. Within this, there are how many products that is being sold? 3660 are the number of products. To be very precise, it won't be, if I consider that the maximum price is allotted to a single product and the minimum price is also allotted to a single product, then the number of products within this range, if both are included within the price tag, so it would be 3660. And if the maximum and the minimum is exclusive in nature, then the in between range values will accommodate 3658 number of products. I think I'm clear with it. Next, there is the average price of the product sold. It's pretty easy. We will be using the average function right over here on the same range of the amount. Here, average of the price, that is F, this final price. Next, median price of the product sold. Now I have used this column. I would just highlight this column. Why I am using this? This is pretty much essential. Now see, generally speaking, we often in our usual terms find average price or mean price of items or mean of something. What does mean of something gives? One may say it's one and same, it is equivalent to average. And at the same time, what does median gives me? It, in common terms, we may also find it as an average. One may say that it's also an average value. So, but here we are seeing that there is a difference between. Yes, there is a difference. The difference is that while calculating mean of certain range, we usually what we do is we tend to sort the data either ascending order or in descending order. When we are sorting the data set, we will be finding a middle term. That particular middle term, in this case, that particular middle price point will be my median price of the product sold. The average would be what? The average would be, if I have 3660 products, so the average would be what? The sum of each individual 3660 items price. So when all these items prices are summed up, and if we divide this price by the number of products, that is 3660, we will be getting the average price of these items. So let's do it. If we find the average price, if we do it manually, what will happen? Just find the sum of, let us check what is happening. This data set, if we just log this cell by using the FNF4 function key and F4 value, then it comes the sum of the figure, sum of the price, which is equivalent to the total revenue earned. And now we know the number of products over there, or the number of products basically. So if we divide this particular sum by the number of products, what we will get? This price is the average price of the price sold, which is equivalent to the number which we have. But if we would have sorted this number, basically if we had sort this number, this final price figures in ascending or in descending order, we will be able to get the middle term of the data set, and that middle term will represent the median. So now one may also find if the data set is odd in number, then like see 1 2 3 4 5, we have this particular 5 numbers. So how do we find the average? We'll be having sum of these particular numbers, yes, and then sum divided by, we have 5 numbers, so 5, we have average as 3, we are having average as 3. Okay, and if we want to find the median of this particular number, what will it happen to come? It will also come out to be 3, because it is an odd number data set. The total count of the data which we are having in this data set is an odd figure, which is equivalent to 5. And while I am getting 5 as an odd number, so the middle term would be what? It would be 3, this part. And so here, since the number is sorted, I can easily say that this middle term, this one, will be my median value. Now suppose I am writing this number in a haphazard way. Okay, these particular figures are only being used, but I have written it down this in a haphazard way. Let's see what average comes. What we are getting? It's again 3. But from this point of interaction, we will not be able to find the mean value. For this to happen, for the median value, sorry. To get the median value, we need to again sort this figure in an ascending or in a descending order. Let's do it in a descending order this time. So it is the middle term. We can easily find out that 3 is the middle term. So in either or our case, if we sort it in either ascending order, or we do it in a descending order, we'll be finding the middle term. For an odd data set, odd figure data set, we will be having middle term as the median value. And if the data set which we are having is even in number, that means if we add it to 6, if 6 is added, let's say I'm adding here 6, so 6 is included. Now my data set figure becomes, or I add it to over here on 6. Okay, now I'm deleting this. Fine. So now what we have, I do have this 6 figures. What I will be having, so average would be what? Then again sum of these numbers divided by 6. The figure would be 3.5. So here in this case, since the figure is sorted, I may also be able to find out the median. What will be the median value? It will be the middle term. So the problem is, how do I find the middle term in case of even number data set? So for this, we need to find out the average of these two middle figures. You see, when I am getting these two middle and same these two middle figure, above this there are two figures, there are two data within the data set, and below this there are also two data within the data set. So I could completely recognize that these two figures are within the middle term. So if I take the average of these two values, what will happen? Use the average function, since I'm having the benefit of using the Excel or the spreadsheet. So I'm doing it by this only. I'm using average function. You can easily find it out. Average would be what? Sum of this number by 2. So what comes out? It's again 3. It's also 3.5, which is equivalent to the average or the mean that I have got previously, this figure 3.5, and the median comes out to be this. But then why we are calculating median and average or mean differently? Basically, why we are calculating it in a different way? The only reason is that median gives me the actual realization of my median price, basically of my average price. Why I am telling this? Because if there are outliers in this data set, why I am telling this as in outliers? Now see, what is outliers to basically find it out. We have also all know, we do know that to find we are able to find out the odd one out of the following terms. If we are given the data set and we are asked to find out the odd one from the given range, we should be able to find it out, I guess. Now I'm giving you a data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say 50. Now check it out, 50, and just getting it out. I'm giving it 6 and I'm making it out 50. So let's find out the average of these terms. What will be the average? Average would be summing up this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 is 7. So by 7, but I am using the average function directly. So the figure would sums up to 10.14. 10.14. Now, if we are asked to find the median, so this is average, or one may say mean. If we are asked to find the median of this value, what will be the median? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the median would be what? The middle term. The middle term is what? We are having 4 as the middle term, because above it there are 3 figures within this data set, and below it you can also find that there are 3 figures within the data set. So the median value comes out to be 4. So we are able to find that there is a drastic difference between the two values. So the median keeps away the outliers from the data set. It does not disturb my actual analysis. So this is why I have used median price of the product sold, which actually gives me the figure, the middle term range of the data set that I am having. From this, I have used basically the median to find out the product type associated to the cost. What I have done is I have incorporated a column within the master data set as if which I have used as two data as low value product and high value product. And if you see here, what is the formula which I have used? If D2, which is D2? D2 is this price. Okay. If this price is less than or equal to the median of this. Okay. If this price is equals to median of this, then the low value product, then give me the low value product, else high value product. So if the price over here is less than the median of the price, the median price is what we have got 199. We can also use it over here, median. Yes, so this price is what? This price is basically the median of the this particular price item. And if you use median of the final price, what we get? We get as 199. So here the formula is a bit different. It would be bit different. It would be F2. So by doing this, you will also be getting to know how to work in Excel. Right over here, I have changed formula F2, but you can see that the below items, below data do not have the same value, same formula. So I need to delete this, which I have used using the shift control down from the keyboard, and then just double click it over here. So the formula gets copied. Okay. Right now I am having to see basically the two kind of product which I have tagged, that is low value product. How do we get the low value product? Low value product, I have got that if the final price is less than this particular figure or is equals to basically is less than this particular figure, we get to see that if less than or equals to 199.185, that is the median price, then I have tagged it as low value product, and else would be coming out as high value product. So this way I have tagged this data set, and here we can see it over here that next is the count of the number of products sold below or equal to the average price of the product sold. What will be this? This is basically COUNTIF's formula is being used, wherein I am stating that count of the number of products sold below or equal to the average price of the product sold, that is below to the average price of the products. So average price is what? 206.91. So below this product sold is, which we can see in this column. Yeah, so the low value product is this one. So low value product would be giving us this. Low value product will be giving us this. Basically it is here we have counted the low value products, the number of low value products that is being stated it over here. How many are low value products? To be very precise, if I write it down over here, that this is basically giving us the count of low value product. Okay, and now I must write it over here that the count of the products sold below or equals to the Here the figure should change. It should be below the median price of the product sold. So what it comes out, let's do it once more so that you people also get to know how to get the data. Equals to count ifs, since I'll be having, we may also use count if, and let's use count if only, and then we get to say this figure wherein I'll be tagging this up, we'll be locking it over here, and then give how many of these products are low value products. For this I will be giving it a tagging. Let's find. It is 2349 out of 3660 products. Low value products are 2349, and how many of them are high value products? We can directly, sorry, it would be equals to this total number of products sold minus this. So 1331 is the figure. 1311 is the number of high value products. So this again, it would be sold above the median price. So count of the number of products sold above the median price of the product sold. Next, order purchase, oldest purchase date. Oldest purchase date would be what? It would be minimum value of the date which we have given. So where is the date? Date column is this one. If we use min function into this range, then we'll be getting this. Basically, 1st Jan 2024. And latest purchase date would be, so the figure, this data set is for the entire year, I guess, from Jan to November of 2024. And if we also again use the maximum function here, we'll be getting as 21st of November 2024 is the latest purchase date of the product. And now I think I have used columns analysis for each of the columns. We have done the count of, or the unique of user IDs, the unique product IDs, number or unique of categories that we have. We have also found the range of discount percentage. We have also found basically the sum of the revenue that we are getting. And next, we have also done the unique count of the payment method, max and min of the dates, purchase dates, and also the value as if the number of low value products and the number of high value products. We have also got an analysis of it. I guess this we have not done. Payment ID, payment method basically. So last what we can do is the number of payment methods used. So this will again be the same as we have done it over here. We can also use count a unique, count a and then use unique, but there is another option for me right over here is count unique. It's a combination of the two function right over here. We can use it on one go. So I have used it over here, that count unique of this column basically, from net banking to this one UPI. So how many kinds of number count of unique payment method is over here. So I can get the data set also here, that if we use only unique, this is giving me the this column is giving, this cell is giving me the count of the unique values, and we can also find out the unique figures. Unique see, if you can check it over here, these are the 5 values which we are referring to. So in this class we have tried to get an overview of the raw data set which we have as in rawly got from something, and then we have dealt with it. We have got an overview of it. It led to the using of various functions as well as various formulas which we will be reading in our next class too, in theoretical mode, as if how to calculate mean, how to calculate median. We have also learned an interesting concept over here, that what helps us to determine the outliers in our data set, and where do we use average, where do we use median, what's the difference between it, what's the point of view of using these two kind of a function at the same go, why do we require these two. And we have also got an idea as to what we should start with after getting a raw data set. We should at first get a brief idea of the dataset, and for getting that brief idea, we need to do the descriptive statistics analysis, which we have learned previously. On our next class, we will move on to find out various categorical analysis. Like, I am showing you this data, which I will be referring it to in the next class. These are the kinds of pivot tables which we will be referring to. These are being made previously by me. I will be helping you all to learn and find out how you will be doing this kind of a analysis in our next class. Basically, this is category wise classification and this is payment wise classification. Now we have dealt with the various payment methods and the revenues associated with it, and which is acting where there are problem with associated with the payments. Okay, so that's all for this class today. I think please give me the comments. How do you like this class? And also give me if there are any feedbacks that you can share with me. How I should improve my briefings. Wholly appreciated. Please provide us in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. And also try to press the bell button. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.